how to do the work. Dr. Nicole Lepera. Dr. Nicole Lepera's How to Do the Work is one of the most powerful and practical self help books of our time. It combines psychology, neuroscience, and spirituality to help readers heal themselves, break destructive patterns, and consciously create a new life. Dr. Lepera, known online as the holistic psychologist, offers a deeply transformative message that you have the power to heal yourself, no matter what your past was. She teaches how awareness, emotional regulation, self love, and inner work can help you move from survival to growth, from unconscious pain to conscious living. This book is not just a theory, it's a step by step manual for becoming the conscious creator of your life. Introduction. The Call to Wake Up. Dr. Lepera begins by describing her own burnout. As a traditional psychologist, she realized that most people were treating symptoms, anxiety, depression, trauma, but not healing their root causes. She discovered that lasting healing comes only when we address the mind, body, and soul together. That's what she calls holistic healing. You can't think your way out of trauma, you have to feel and work through it. The moment you decide to become aware of your patterns and take responsibility for your healing, that's when true change begins. This is the start of doing the work. Becoming conscious, the power of awareness. Most of us live life on autopilot, controlled by our subconscious mind. We repeat old habits, react emotionally, and make the same mistakes. Not because we want to, but because our mind is programmed that way. Dr. Lepera explains about 95% of our behavior is unconscious. Our childhood experiences create programs that shape how we think, feel, and relate to others. For example, if you grew up feeling ignored, you may unconsciously choose emotionally unavailable partners as an adult. Awareness is the first step. You must observe your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors without judgment. She calls this becoming the witness. When you observe instead of react, you begin to reclaim your power. The body remembers, healing the nervous system. Emotional pain is not just in the mind, it's stored in the body. Trauma, stress, and fear create physical tension, shallow breathing, and fatigue. When we live in constant stress, our nervous system gets stuck in fight, flight, or freeze mode. That's why we feel anxious, reactive, or disconnected. Dr. Lepera teaches how to re regulate the nervous system. Practice deep breathing to calm the body. Move your body gently. Walk, stretch, yoga. Create safety through grounding techniques. You can't heal the mind if your body is always in danger mode. First, calm the body, then work on thoughts and emotions. The body keeps score. To heal, we must learn to listen to it. Understanding your inner child. At the heart of all emotional pain lies the wounded inner child, the part of us that was hurt, neglected, misunderstood when we were young, when your needs for love, safety, or acceptance weren't met. You learned to suppress emotions or act in certain ways to survive. These coping mechanisms become unconscious habits in adulthood, like people pleasing, avoidance, or anger. Healing begins when you reconnect with your inner child, acknowledge their pain, speak to them with compassion, reparent them by giving yourself what you didn't get before: love, validation, patience, and boundaries. Dr. Lee Pera says when we heal the child within, We stop repeating the past and start creating the future. Emotional triggers and reactions. Triggers are emotional flashbacks, moments that make you feel intense emotions, often out of proportion to the situation. They happen when something in the present activates old pain from the past. For example, if your parents ignored you, being left on read by someone might make you feel worthless. The goal is not to suppress triggers but to understand the steps. Pause when triggered. Don't react instantly. Notice what emotion you feel: hurt, anger, shame, fear. Ask where this feeling comes from, present or past. Soothe yourself with self talk and deep breaths. Over time, triggers become teachers that show you what still needs healing. Ego, the false self. Dr. Lepera explains that the ego is the identity we build to protect ourselves. It's the voice that says, I'm not good enough, I must be perfect, I need everyone's approval. The ego fears change and clings to control. It keeps us trapped in comparison, judgment, and defensiveness. But the ego is not evil, it's just scared. When you observe it with compassion, its grip weakens. Healing is not killing the ego, it's seeking through it. Is seeing through it. Awareness breaks its illusion. You realize you are not your thoughts, you are the observer of them. Patterns of behavior and the cycle of repetition. We often repeat painful cycles, toxic relationships, addictions, procrastination, because our subconscious mind craves familiarity, not happiness. Dr. Lepera calls this the familiar suffering. Even when it hurts, the mind chooses what it knows. To break the cycle, become conscious of your repetitive patterns. Identify what emotion or belief fuels them. Replace automatic reactions with intentional actions. Change feels uncomfortable because it's unfamiliar, but that discomfort means you are healing. Reparenting yourself. Reparenting means becoming the parent you needed as a child. It's about creating internal safety and self trust. Four key pillars of reparenting: emotional regulation, calming yourself instead of reacting; self care, meeting your physical and emotional needs; boundaries, saying no when needed and protecting your energy; self discipline, keeping promises to yourself. Reparenting helps you stop seeking external validation and start relying on your own love and support. You can't heal the child in you by repeating your pain. You heal by giving yourself what was missing. Relationships and boundaries. Unhealed people often repeat unhealthy relationship patterns because they attract what feels familiar, not what feels safe. Dr. Lee Pera says, healing your relationships begins with the healing yourself. When you know your worth, you stop chasing love that hurts. She teaches the power of boundaries. Boundaries are not walls, they are self respect. Saying no doesn't make you selfish, it makes you whole. Healthy people respect your limits, and healthy people test them. Once you heal, you attract relationships based on truth, not trauma. The conscious self. As you practice awareness, emotional healing, and reparenting, you awaken the conscious self, your higher, wise, peaceful essence. The conscious self can pause before reacting, choose thoughts intentionally, forgive instead of blame, see growth in discomfort. This is where real freedom lies. When you stop being the victim of life and start being the creator of it. Dr. Lee Pera calls this living consciously. It means acting from awareness, not from old wounds. You are not your past, you are your potential, the power of belief and self talk. Your inner voice shapes your world. If your self talk is negative, I'm not enough, I can't change, it's too late, your life will reflect those beliefs. To rewire your subconscious, speak affirmations daily, visualize yourself healing and succeeding. Replace I can't with I am learning to. Your brain is plastic. It rewires through repetition and emotion. New thoughts, practiced consistently, create a new reality, community, and connection. Healing doesn't happen alone. Dr. Lepera emphasizes the importance of authentic community, people who support your growth and respect your boundaries. Healthy relationships are built on truth, empathy, and accountability, not codependence or control. She says connection is medicine. When we heal ourselves, we heal our relationships, and through them, the world. Doing the work daily. Healing is not a one time event, it's a lifelong practice. Doing the work means showing up every day for your growth. Dr. Lee Pera's simple daily practices include mindful awareness, observe thoughts, grounding the body, breathing, stretching, self reflection, journaling, gratitude, setting intentions, deciding how you want to feel and act, forgiving yourself, progress over perfection. Over time, small daily acts of self awareness transform your entire life. Small changes practiced daily create radical healing. Spiritual growth. Dr. Lee Pera sees healing as a spiritual awakening, the journey back to your true self. When you connect with your higher consciousness, you realize that life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. Challenges become lessons, not punishments. Pain becomes purpose. You stop resisting and start trusting life's flow. Healing is remembering who you were before the world taught you who to be. Key lessons. You are not broken, you are healing. Awareness is the first step to change. Your body and mind must heal together. Your inner child needs love, not perfection. Emotional triggers are teachers, not enemies. Boundaries protect your energy and peace. Healing is not about blaming the past, it's about rewriting the present. Self love is the foundation of all transformation. Final message. How to do the work is not a quick fix, it's a mirror that shows you who you are, what shaped you, and